Started a journey of reaching a lifelong dream of playing in the NFL, then turned into a downward spiral of failure, depression, and loss of identity when that dream didn't come true. In his book, From Cleats to Loafers and Everything in Between, author Jared Johnson shares his struggle of finding himself after disappointment in an effort to help guide young athletes. So Jared is here now for Motivational Monday. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So let's start with your athletic career. How long did you play?
I played from the age of 6 up until the age of 23. So,
okay, so
pretty
you were
long
in
time. Yeah, yes, ma'am, I was.
Was there ever anyone in your life who said, Jared, if this doesn't work out, God forbid, what is your plan B, plan C? Study hard. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, my mother was the one who would ask me, what is my plan B? And I told her that I didn't need one. And I feel that's one of the things that a lot of athletes suffer from by not activating their plan B instead of just saying they have a plan B.
And I feel like a lot of times people aren't asked. So it's never a thought process in their mind.
Correct. And I believe the way that that can be helped is college institutions should have athletes immediately placed into in-depth internships as soon as they get on campus. And then from there they learn valuable skills, beneficial relationships that they can build and go into the world post-athletics with a sense of value and more confidence.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your mental journey from not playing anymore to having to switch careers.
Right. So for me, the main thing, I had to get rid of my limited thinking. I was under the belief that anything that I wanted to be successful at outside of football was contingent on my NFL dream coming true. So I had to reshape my mental environment. I had to start aligning my faith accordingly and consuming different information like books and so forth.
Okay, so you've written a book, From Cleats to Loafers.
Yes.
What is the message that you want parents and their kids to get from your book?
So for me, I believe it'll benefit parents and the athlete, because not only does the athlete have to be able to transition successfully, but the parents do as well. In some situations, they may fail to unpack the true gifts and talents that their child actually possesses outside of the sport. And then in return, this allows insight into the mind of their child through this journey so they can better encourage and support them.
So let me ask you this, because I think it is a delicate balance to walk. If your kid really wants to play something or really wants to make it, how do you present this without hampering their dreams? I don't want you to think, hey, you can't do this, but how do you do that?
I believe the main thing is to activate the plan B, like I said earlier, as early as possible. From the age of 10, just get your child into other activities that they can find the same enjoyment from football.
Okay, so introduce that early.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so what advice would you give athletes who are having a hard time maybe coping from hanging up the cleats and putting on the loafers?
I would tell them to focus on finding their other self and basically reinventing themselves. So it's going to come with a lot of mental environment changes. You're going to have to change what you listen to, who you listen to, what you watch, and also I believe finding a mentor is something that can be very pivotal in the transition phase.
I think that your book is clutch, kind of across the board, whether you're young or you are an athlete, because you never know how long that athletic career is going to last.
Exactly.
You could get injured and you could be out in your mid-20s. And do you find a lot of people that you know, even if they played, they made it, and then their career was cut shorter than they expected? Yeah,
definitely, and that's the thing, it's such a slim number of people that actually make it to the NFL and play a long career and are financially stable post-athletics. A lot of guys, you get into the league maybe a year or two, you may be out. So this speaks to the majority versus the minority of athletes.
All right, where can we find your book, From Cleats to Loafers?
You can find it on Amazon.com, also my website, jared-johnston.com, and then I'm on Instagram as well, Jared Johnston, 1 of 1.
All right. Thank you so much for being here.